Hi, my name is Nicole, and I am a portrait and travel photographer based in Boston, but I also do photo shoots everywhere, including Cinque Terre, Italy. So I started visiting this place, magical Cinque Terre, about 8.5 years ago, and fell in love with it instantly. It just spoke to me. It's set on the sea, which is amazing, and I love the water, but you're also in the mountains and you can hike and be in secluded places and with amazing views. You can be on the water doing different water activities or just sitting in the harbors or on the beach. And then you're in the middle of these villages which have a very authentic Italian feel. They're medieval villages, so you can walk through the little streets and back roads and really experience what life is like in an authentic Italian village. So I made friends there, and they are now more like family to me. People in the village, Rio Maggiore, which is where I mainly am based, uh, consider me like a local when I'm there, and I have some unique perspectives, and I know sort of the off the beaten track places to go to really go on some amazing adventures and see things that not all the regular tourists are seeing, but also being able to focus in and see the best things that each village has to offer, including the best food. So we will only go to the best restaurants and sample the best foods and take the best cooking classes and all of that. So, I started traveling by myself about 11 years ago to Europe, and it was really scary at first. And it came out of a need for me because I wanted to travel, but I didn't have anybody to really travel with on my same schedule. So I started to travel on my own. And it was scary. It was hard at first. I didn't speak the language when I went to Italy the first time, but I started to really navigate, and it pulls you out of your comfort zone and really is an amazing thing. And you meet people because you're forced to. You're forced to talk to other people that you might not otherwise talk to if you were just with somebody else or with another group of people and we're solely focused on them. So it really is a life-changing experience. However, I know it can be a little intimidating for people. So these adventure experiences were somewhat based in that, and wanting to give people who otherwise wouldn't be able to travel or are too nervous to travel on their own a way to do that, but also be connected with a group. When I traveled alone, I would have moments where I was doing this amazing hike and I was looking at these gorgeous views or watching a gorgeous sunset and thinking, I just wish I had somebody to share this with and talk to about it. Or I'd be sitting at a meal and it would be one of the best meals of my life, and I was thinking the same thing. So, and not necessarily in a romantic way, just somebody to share the experiences with. And then other times I love being by myself. So this is a good way to combine those things. So you get to travel by yourself and have that experience, but then we come together with activities throughout the day. We have meals together, but you also have time to go off on your own as you wish, and have that alone time and regrouping time if you want it. And if you don't, then you get to be just with the group all the time, or just going and resting in your apartment or your room. So that's one reason I started to do this. I also just want to share this place with other people. It's so beautiful, and so many people visit it every year, thanks to all the tour guides that started to put it out as a big place to visit. I remember when it was more quiet and less touristy, but there are ways to see the Cinque Terre that most people don't. And you really need a solid week to really tap into all of the amazingness that it has to offer. And I want to be able to share that with you. I want to be able to share special hikes and secret spots and the best places to eat in the villages and the tiny little side streets that are nice to walk through, and just little pockets of each place that are beautiful that you might not otherwise see. So, and another bonus is that I have so many great friends there, and I have experts on the history of the villages that will speak to us and answer any questions on things like that. I know some, but I don't know everything. So they'll be helping us along the way as well. And we'll just have some unique experiences. So, and this is not just for single people who are just looking to travel by themselves. This is for groups of friends. If you have a friend that you travel with, or you have a couple friends that you travel with, and you want to go to an amazing place and have an adventure and hike and be on the water and go biking and see, a really amazing place while also being active and doing some really fun activities. And then eating the best food at the end of the day because you just worked really hard to get there. You can eat as much gelato as you want. So, it's for two different types of people. It's for the people who have people that they travel with, and the women who want to just travel on their own, or have to travel on their own, but they want to experience it with other people, other high vibe females who want the same things. So this will be, heavily active. So there'll be two different levels. There's two different tours I'm doing next, or experiences. I don't really call them tours. So they'll be happening next spring. And there'll be one that's more intensely active and the more intense hikes. And then the other one, which is a little less intense and a shorter duration. So there'll be two different options for you. It is an intense place. There are stairs everywhere, and there are hills, and the hikes are very stair heavy. So you do have to be in decent shape, but you don't have to be in, the top shape of your life to do, especially the lower impact ones. So here today, you can join my newsletter, and I won't be launching the tours to the public till mid-October, but if you join my newsletter, I am going to announce to you early so that you can get an early sign up and grab your spot, because for each adventure experience, I'm only offering 6 slots each. And I already have a handful of people interested, so I think these are going to go really fast. So I want to get you on my newsletter, send it out to you as soon as possible, and get you a spot as quickly as possible and before they sell out. So because the next one won't be for another year. So hop on, give me your email, and I will be notifying you next week of the launch of the late April and early May adventure experiences for high vibe females to come and join me in a really magical place and have so much great adventures and make a ton of memories.